The Rockets on their way to the locker room earlier on, looking to deliver the gift of a big win to the home crowd tonight. Welcome, everyone, to the NBA on 2K Sports. This is Kevin Harlan with Greg Anthony and Clark Kellogg and our sideline reporter, David Aldridge. And the injury report for both teams, players who will not be available tonight.
And some uncertainty arises when both teams are missing players. Who is better able to weather the storm and take care of business?
And the starting group for the Spurs. Up in the front court, it'll be Vassell and Barnes. In the backcourt, it's the veteran Paul paired with Castle. And it's Wembanyama in at the center position. And for Houston, at the guard positions, Van Vliet and Green. Brooks is out there with Thompson. And it's Şengün in at the 5, roaming the paint. All the talk, Greg, leading up to this one has been about the impact of the backcourt.
And that's where it all starts. When you have a confident and competent backcourt, it just opens up a lot of things for you offensively.
Wembanyama with the bucket.
Sometimes you watch Wembanyama and think this guy is a cheat code, hitting threes at well over 7 feet tall.
Now here's Brooks. Another shot. Oh, he blocked it and deflects off the backboard. Here's Barnes. Banked in off the glass.
Can't allow Barnes that kind of good position in the post because once he has it, it's dinner time.
Now, here's Thompson. To the middle. Here's Şengün. And the rejection by Wembanyama. Nice ball movement by San Antonio. And foul on the shot. He'll shoot 2 at the free throw line. You know, Greg, with a combination of Wembanyama and Coach Greg Popovich, the Spurs should be a great defensive team.
Yeah, it's hard with a young roster because all 5 guys have to work in unison, and often someone's going to make a mistake.
No good on the second free throw. GA, if you look back at the Rockets' history, so many all-time greats have spent time there.
Yeah, it's an impressive list, right? Olajuwon, Moses Malone, Calvin Murphy, and Harden. Houston's well represented in the Hall of Fame.
We've seen a quick start here for the Spurs. Inside, here's Paul. That drops. Nice feed that time from Wembanyama.
And creating a little separation here, gaining some confidence.
Yeah, you get the sense that they're going to start stretching this lead out a little bit.
Van Vliet can't get it to go. Here are the Spurs with the ball. It's been 8 unanswered points for him. Here's Castle. And he can't extend the lead to double digits. The Rockets have gone 0 of 5 here to start the game. Rough start for them. Get that bucket in no time at all.
And the stroke of Van Vliet is so nice, proving once again why he's so valuable to this team.
It's good from long range.
A delicious dime from Chris Paul there.
For Houston, they've gotten only 1 of 6 shots to drop for them to start this game. Vassell against Thompson. Unloads from 13. That doesn't go, and he's 0 of 1 from the field. Spurs have gone 4 of 5 from the field so far. And here's Barnes for 3. And again, it's the Spurs from deep.
Excellent all-around performance so far, hence the big lead.
Yeah, you know, they've had the advantage at both ends. They've got all the momentum early on.
And we've got a timeout called from Ime Udoka. This will give them a chance to discuss some potential alterations.
You see yourself on the screen as you let's move. Let's go. Look at those moves. You have the camera on you.
Tate, he's checked in for Green. Jeremy Sohan's checked in for the Spurs.
Substitution on the court.
And a little over 2.5 minutes gone here in the first. Van Vliet outside. And the three ball is good. Van Vliet's got 5 points so far.
And expect smart plays like that from Van Vliet. He is a clever floor general who knows how to create.
Back to Paul. Takes the three. Tate with the rebound. Rockets trail by 9. Van Vliet with it. And it's Vassell picking him up. And Thompson kicks to Van Vliet. Shoots over Vassell. Van Vliet with the bucket. He has 7.
And unafraid to challenge the heart of this defense. Van Vliet's a strong finisher for his size.
Greg, what's the key thing Fred Van Vliet brings to this offense?
I feel like he's really a centering presence, Kevin. The guys can look to him to call the play, to give them their orders, and trust that he's setting them up for success.
With a short break in the action, gives us a chance now to send it over to David Aldridge.
Thank you, Kevin. You asked Greg Popovich about Victor Wembanyama, and he says Victor's a different player. He's got talents, and you don't want to take that out of him. I tried to do that with Manu Ginobili, and I learned my lesson. Just shut up and let him play. Victor does some amazing things. His game is all-encompassing. Kevin?
That's a great way to put it, D.A. It is all-encompassing. Wembanyama is one of one. Hey, thank you for the report. And so it's San Antonio with it, following the miss by Dylan Brooks.
Yeah, they've built up this lead 3 points at a time.
And I like the strategy. It's a great strategy. Bury those threes early, and it'll open up the inside for him later on.
Now here's Van Vliet. He has 7. Şengün with the screen for Van Vliet. Another miss by Houston.
Well, he wanted to return the favor there for that last 3, but it just wasn't in the cards.
Here's Wembanyama. Again, the Spurs good for 2.
Showing he's more than just an interior threat. Wembanyama also possesses that reliable jump shot.
And timeout is called by Ime Udoka. He wants a minute here to get things straightened out with his team. Houston making some changes. Green is checked in for Şengün. Cam Whitmore comes in for Brooks. And Jalen Green subbed in for Fred Van Vliet. The Spurs also changing it up. Champagne's checked in. And Castle is subbed in for Chris Paul. And that one goes out of bounds. Last touch by Tate.
I'm not sure whose fault that was, guys, but they need to get on the same page here.
San Antonio leading by 17. Beyond the arc. And the basket by Vassell. Vassell's got 6 points.
Displaying intensity right off the opening tip especially on the offensive end.
Tell you what, forget about easing into the game. They came out with guns blazing.
Shots good by Green.
And a smooth jump shot from veteran Green there. These are looks he nails consistently.
Pass to Vassell. That's in, and he's now 3 for 3 and looking sharp.
Unwilling to let up even for a moment. That's his killer instinct, just fanning the flame.
Yeah, I love the fact he doesn't play the score. He just keeps coming, attack mode. He doesn't know how to step off the gas pedal.
Hello. I mean, that's what I call a move.
Woo! That is some artistry. Greg, you're right. On his way to the basket, he was soaring.
Hey, bump the move. How about the finish? That's right, fella. Bang that thing.
And the Rockets with possession here after the basket by San Antonio. The rebound by the Spurs.
You know, the fact is he's not a lock from there, but he was open enough to where he should have hit that shot.
Castle. The three-pointer is right on target.
Give them credit. Offensively, they've been the more efficient team.
Well, you know, it's been all high percentage shot for him so far. I mean, just the kind of execution you want in the first half.
And so it's the San Antonio Spurs in very good shape with a 23-point lead at the end of the quarter. They've been playing some ferocious defense. Back right after this. And so far through one quarter, it's been a lopsided game. We'll see if that changes here in the second. And what do you guys think so far about the offensive approach for the Spurs?
Absolutely dialed in from beyond the arc so far in this one. The defense is surrendering the long-range shot here early on.
And, you know, in no time at all, they've also started finding points inside, already taking apart that interior defense.
On the court for San Antonio, they've got Jones. Zach Collins is out there with Jeremy Sohan. Then it's Castle. And it's Champagny in at the 3. Sohan with the ball, guarded by Green. And that one drops for him. Clark, you had a chance to defend a lot of great scores in your time in the NBA.
Yeah, and I did. They wore me out too, partner. I mean, I think the attitude of those guys stands out. Their relentlessness, the skill level obviously was there, but it was the relentless pursuit of the basketball and scoring opportunities. Bernard King, Larry Bird, Alex English, Marcus Johnson was near the tail end of his prime, but he was a problem too. I mean, there were a number of guys in that. Kelly Tripucka. Woo! Yeah, don't make my head spin.
Here's Green after the basket by San Antonio. Collins grabs the miss.
That's one he knows he should have drained.
And the basket by Castle. Castle's got 5 points so far.
Zach Collins.
For Houston, they've gone 0 of 3 and are still looking for that first bucket here in the second quarter. Here's Shepherd. Played in with a nice touch off the glass.
Showing how tough he is. Shepherd doesn't get rattled by the physicality.
Jones for 3. Rockets with the rebound. And the wide open shot from Green. Drills the three-pointer. Green's got his second basket.
He can be a forgotten man in their offense sometimes, but the D still has to keep an eye on him.
Buries it from three-point range.
And an eye for an eye. Both teams working to stretch the floor.
Nothing like answering back. One team gets 3, you fire 3 of your own. Boom.
And it's Shepherd missing. San Antonio's gone 1 of 2 on three-pointers here in the second quarter so far. Great Kentucky native Reed Shepherd followed in his dad's footsteps and stayed local for his college years.
How cool was that? His dad winning 2 national championships for the Bluegrass State, was named the MVP of the '98 college tournament, and he even had a brief stint in the NBA. Reed, the 3rd overall pick of the 2024 draft, blazing his own trail. And he found the perfect spot behind the arc there. Big gap in the D.
It's time now to hear from our Hall of Fame reporter, David Aldridge. What's the latest, David?
Hey, Kevin. Greg Popovich is guiding a young Spurs team that's hoping to return this franchise to the dominance that saw 5 titles since 1999. Pop said the standards haven't changed. Be very direct, demand, be fair, and love them. They got to know you care about them. So it's all the same formula from 25 years ago to today. Kevin?
It's an interesting story, David. Thank you. And of course, as a Hall of Famer, you bringing that to us? Perfect. And so here is Houston following the three-pointer by San Antonio. The Rockets again can't hit. And a little under 3.5 minutes elapsed in the second quarter of play. Champagnie passes to Jones. And another basket for San Antonio.
Well-rounded effort, and they show no signs of letting up.
Almost no holes in their performance tonight. They've been tremendous.
Now here's Green. He's got 5. Quick shot there, and it's off target.
Boy, you can just see the frustration growing on their faces. Nothing going their way.
You know, guys, no denying it's been a rough patch here. I think they've got to run whatever is best in their playbook to get a good shot.
They've been struggling here on offense.
Yeah, a bit of a dry spell for sure.
And there's the call on Jones. That's his first foul. Houston with a big group substitution here. Şengün's checked in for Green. Brooks comes in for Tate. Amen Thompson, he's checked in for Whitmore. And it's Fred VanVleet in for Shepard. Now here's Brooks. Scoreless thus far. Şengün no good.
That's not the type of opportunity he fails to convert very often.
A 3 from Wembanyama. Rockets with the rebound.
And close to making the defense pay for the lax coverage that time.
Green trying to get open is Brooks. And he could not get that one to go. A lot of contact, and he'll go to the line for 2. It's going to be on Victor Wembanyama. Houston shooting their first free throws of this game.
And last season, 77% from the line. They could usually get the job done there.
And Clark, the Rockets, just one of a handful of franchises to win back-to-back NBA titles.
Can you believe that, Kevin? It was roughly 30 years ago that the Rockets did that, led by Hakeem Olajuwon, perhaps the best player in the league at that time. Of course, this was while Michael Jordan was retired from the NBA the first time.
Sinks the triple. Wembanyama's got 14 points.
And a monster game for Wemby with the matchup issues he creates. I'm not sure anyone in this league can stop him when he's on.
Now, here's Şengün. And it's good for 2.
Well, that's one way he can finish, but far from the only way he gets it done. He's got all kinds of tricks up his sleeve.
A 3. And again, it's San Antonio with a 3.
If he can find a look outside, Paul's going to take it. Don't expect him to hesitate if he gets that look.
51 seconds left in the first half of the game. Şengün with a screen on Paul. And here's VanVleet from the arc. In the hoop for his 4th field goal. 4 for 7 shooting and looking for more. Pass to Castle. Back to Wembanyama. It's Vassell on the wing. And Chris Paul the bucket on the assist by Vassell. Paul's got 6 points in the quarter.
Really aggressive play that time by Paul at the arc, letting the other team know he's also got that kind of range.
VanVleet can't get it to go.
Defense made an impact right there. Definitely got him uncomfortable going up with it.
A 3 from Wembanyama. And again, it's the Spurs from deep.
He's found his rhythm from deep, and you can see the confidence.
Yeah, I'd be confident too, as a matter of fact. I mean, if you're stacking up threes the way he is, I mean, he's doing all his work from behind the arc.
And so a pretty lopsided game for the first half. Spurs out in front, delivering the blowout. It's time now to go courtside as we send you over to David Aldridge from the sideline. David, take it away.
Thanks very much. Here with Greg Popovich. Pop, what did you see in the first half?
We had ball movement. You know, we weren't in mud. The guys were in attack mode. Nobody held the ball. You know, you pass, catch, or shoot. And we did that a lot in the first half.
Yeah, you had them swiveling, Coach. Thanks for your time. Back to you guys.
Thanks so much, Dave, for the great interview. Don't go away, folks. We'll be back for the second half of basketball right after this.
And get ready for the fan half-court shot. Looks please. We're measuring up the shot. One more time, a round of applause for the participants.
And with the second half upon us, we'll find out if this game becomes the route that it's threatening to be. We're seeing a tremendous game from Victor Wembanyama.
Well, he was putting on a passing clinic in that first half, set up a lot of their mates.
And, you know, that's what delights him most. That's what he takes most pride in. He loves being the chief facilitator.
And for Houston, they're shooting a pretty sorry 29% from the floor here. At the guard positions, Van Vliet and Green. Thompson is out there with Dylan Brooks. And it's Şengün in at center, locking down the middle. That's the 5 for Houston right now.
And the incredible reach of Wembanyama, helping him knock away that one.
Trains it from beyond the arc. Barnes has got the first basket of the second half. That one for the Spurs. Van Vliet passes to Brooks. A beautiful reverse layup.
Oh, nice play from Brooks down in the paint. Not afraid to get physical on the inside.
Well, Clark, we hear a lot about the antics with Brooks, but he deserves more attention for his play.
I agree, especially on the defensive end, Kevin. He's one of the top perimeter defenders in the league, and some of what his antics are flowing out of is his competitive spirit. I still think he needs to tamp down the antics because that does take away from what he does, which is lock guys up and play with great competitive spirit all the time. How about the bounceability of Şengün getting himself way up there?
Wembanyama, no good. And so it's Thompson with it. He'll bring it up for Houston. Pass to Brooks. And some nice passing there by Houston. Van Vliet wide open from outside off the mark. For San Antonio, they've gone 1 of 3 since starting the second half. Wembanyama finds Barnes. It's rebounded by Houston. Thompson's got 4 rebounds in this game. And here's Van Vliet from the arc. Rebounded by the Spurs.
He is single-handedly dropping the temperature in here with that cold streak.
And he's got to find other ways to contribute then because his shot making is not happening right now.
I love the ball movement there. He put that on a silver platter, just served him up.
And the rejection by Wembanyama. Barnes outside. Good on the triple. Barnes has got 6 in the quarter.
Decision making of Barnes is really solid. Knows he has the green light to fire as soon as he catches the pass, and that's what he does.
Green with a screen on Vassell. Shot from 12. The shot by Thompson, no good. San Antonio's gone 2 of 3 when they ventured outside the arc in the third quarter. And the basket by Castle.
This is something Castle has been working on, developing his long-range consistency.
Houston's gotten blank from three-point land so far in the third, still 0 for 3. Knocks down the 3-ball. Green's got 10.
And an eye for an eye. Both teams working to stretch the floor.
Nothing like answering back. One team gets 3, you fire 3 of your own. Boom.
Now, here's Vassell. 8 points for him. Here's Wembanyama.
Wembanyama is a specimen going at the rim there with a purpose.
Van Vliet kicks to Green. Rebounded by Victor Wembanyama. Wembanyama's got 4 rebounds now tonight. And Wembanyama throws it down.
The perfect lob partner. Wembanyama with elite hand-eye coordination.
Just over 3.5 minutes through the third quarter of play now. Şengün. Barnes grabs the miss. Barnes has got 6 rebounds now in the game. Paul passes to Vassell. And here's Barnes for 3. It's in, and he's a very efficient 5 for 6 on the game.
It's been this way since halftime. Tremendous production from beyond the arc.
Boy, it's been a 3-point barrage. They came out gunning and have not stopped.
Now here's Brooks. Van Vliet with the bounce pass. 5 on the clock. Green kicks to Van Vliet. The Rockets again can't hit.
You know, I wouldn't be surprised if he gets yanked soon. I mean, that's how bad his shot selection has been.
Wembanyama with the bucket. Wembanyama's got 23.
And their balanced effort at both ends has hushed this crowd.
Yeah, you said the key word there, balanced. I mean, their big lead owes as much to their defense as their offense.
He had a nice open look right there.
And count on Van Vliet to hit that 3-point shot. He's an efficient scorer from beyond the arc.
Paul with the 3. That's good, and it's Wembanyama with the assist. Wembanyama's got 5 assists in the game. The Rockets shooting 31% here in the third. Offensively, they are looking bleak. Now Van Vliet, 13 points in the game. Şengün with a screen on Paul. Van Vliet, a second chance effort, and the layup, good by Şengün. Şengün's got 6.
Fighting to earn the second chance opportunity on the foul shot. This is exactly what coach wants from Şengün.
And the basket by Vassell.
And really the story of this second half, one team getting the shots they want, the other not so much.
And that's why you have such a huge gap in the shooting numbers between the teams.
Count that one.
And what a tool for Van Vliet to have. We know he is great driving it, so when he's using the pull-up, it's really effective.
Here's Castle. He's got 11. Good on the 3-point shot.
And I've been impressed with the unselfishness, but also getting guys the ball where they can do something with it.
He is delivering a lot of room service dimes tonight. One sweet one after another.
Near the 3-point line, it's Van Vliet. Can't nail the jumper.
You're not going to see that very often. Plenty of space, but he just, let's face it, he whiffs on that.
And he's good on the 3 ball.
3 points.
Paul's got 8 points here in this quarter.
Major dominance, and it comes so easily for him. Fantastic at getting to his spots on the floor.
The 3 quarters of play all in the books, and this one all but over already. It's the Spurs running away with it. And right after this, we'll bring you the start of the final quarter right here on 2K Sports. And a chance right now to show you our State Farm assist of the game.
And the definition of teamwork right there, guys. I mean, what great communication between them, and what a beautiful feed.
For me, next to the big-time alley-oops and monster throwdowns, passes like that are probably the next best thing when it comes to sweet-looking NBA highlights.
And 1 quarter to go in a game that to this point has not been an evenly fought contest. On the court right now for the Spurs, the forwards for him, Johnson and Sohan. Then it's Jones. Then there's Zach Collins. And it's Champagnie in at the shooting guard position. Johnson for 3. Rebound by Jeff Green. Rockets on offense. Here's Tate. Drives to the hoop. Rebound San Antonio. Champagnie's got his 4th rebound with that last one here tonight. Johnson for 3. Buries the long-range jumper. Johnson's got the 4th quarter started here with a bucket for San Antonio. Johnson's gone 1 of 2 from 3-point land. Here's Shepard. Second shot opportunity. Collins with some nice D. Spurs have gone 1 of 3 from the field to start the fourth quarter. Over Eason. Here's Sohan. No good with the triple. Rockets have gotten off to a rough start in the fourth quarter, going 0 for 4 so far. Here's Shepherd. His three-pointer's off the mark. And so it's Johnson who brings the ball up for the San Antonio Spurs. Here in the fourth quarter, their defense has been very strong, allowing no baskets.
He's just stretching them out. The defense has got to do a better job of staying attached to him.
Yeah, especially with the score being what it is. I mean, you got to tighten it up on D.
The tray. And again, it's the Spurs from deep.
So many of the plays they're running designed to create opportunities from deep.
Well, you know, that's exactly their plan here in the fourth. Work to find space behind the arc and then bury some threes.
And that one's good, Whitmore.
And when he gets downhill, Whitmore is a force.
For San Antonio, they've gone 3 of 6 from the field so far in the fourth quarter. Champagnie passes to Jones. Spurs passing it around. Here's Champagnie. Just 5 to shoot, and the shot goes in. Jones has got 5 points now in the quarter. Rockets shooting just 29% in this game. They are not a pretty sight out there offensively. And finished off by Shepherd.
He is a really good athlete. Give Shepherd a launching pad, and he will not turn it down.
Johnson for 3, and again, it's the Spurs from deep.
Really nice job moving the ball around that time, picking apart that defense.
For Houston, they've gone just 2 of 8 in this fourth quarter. The final quarter not treating them well so far. And there's the foul. It's on Trey Jones. That's foul number 2 for him. So for the Rockets, Jock Landale comes in for Tate. And Aaron Holiday's subbed in for Shepherd. Shot by Eason, no good. San Antonio's gone 4 of 7 with the long ball here in the fourth quarter. The 3, Branham, good.
That's the kind of D that you're not going to find success with, guys. They've got to get a hand in the face.
And we're about 3.5 minutes into the fourth quarter. Here's Whitmore. There's another block.
A defensive stalwart so far. That's 6 blocks.
Greg protecting the rim. Love the hustle. A new lineup here for Houston. Six to shoot. Took the opportunity when he saw it.
You know, with his quickness, he's already good at creating separation for his shot. And we know he doesn't need much room to get his shot off either.
Here's Sissoko, guarded by Green. Lets it go. And another basket for San Antonio.
Wow, what a pass there. He made that a very easy basket with that setup.
The Rockets shooting in this fourth quarter pretty dire at 27%.
2 minutes.
There's Green with the 3. It's hauled in by Sissoko. Here's San Antonio. They're on a 19-6 run. Pass to Wembanyama. Here's Sissoko. And again, it's San Antonio with a 3.
Oh, how about the vision by Wembanyama there? Always looking to get teammates involved.
Thompson finds Şengün. Thompson surveying the floor. On the wing, Green. Thompson sets the pick for Green. Again, the miss by Green.
No excuses, none. I mean, with the defense non-existent, I mean, he has to connect from there.
And one team is just completely outclassing the other tonight. Spirited performance, and it really ignited what is turning out to be a monster win here for the Spurs.
And this was one that never really was in doubt, I thought, an all-around dominant performance. And you kind of thought that maybe even going into the game.
Yeah, there was a sense of that, and man, they just pretty much blew them right out of the water. A clinic was put on display here today.
The one player that really stands out, of course, in this one, it was a dazzling game for Victor Wembanyama.
Well, you have to marvel at how well he picked apart that defense repeatedly. found the right guy in the right spot at the right time.
Tries the spin move. 11 feet away. The shot by Thompson, no good. 8-second difference between the shot clock and the game clock. Pass to Mamu Kalashvili. There's the three. Drains the three-pointer.
They just blocked out the noise, kept on grinding, and this is their reward.
Boy, a fantastic performance. And I tell you something, I mean, you get roadkill, that's always a challenge in the NBA. No matter what, they got it done.
Second team foul. Substitution on the court.
20 seconds left in the fourth quarter, and it's Green missing.
Nothing seems to be going his way this quarter.
To me, it appears he's starting to lose his composure a little bit. We'll see if he can regroup and get back into a better rhythm.
And here is Johnson. And so it's San Antonio easily taking this one. To come into an opponent's building and dominate the way they did tonight says, I think, Greg, an awful lot about this team.
I guess they don't need home cooking to feel at home. I mean, Kevin, just a masterful performance all the way around.
And now let's catch up with David Aldridge, who's standing by from the sideline. All right, Dave.
Thank you, Kevin. Chris, big win tonight. What do you think was the biggest factor?
I mean, I don't know. You know, it was just our defense. You know, obviously our offense fed off of it. Guys made open shots, but I think we really locked down defensively, and that's what we're trying to make sure is that we're a defensive team every night.
Well, you were a defensive team tonight, Chris. Thanks for your time. Kevin?
David, thank you as always. And that's going to do it tonight, folks, for our broadcast. For Greg Anthony, Clark Kellogg, and David Aldridge, this is Kevin Harlan. Thanks for watching this presentation of the NBA on 2K Sports. And now we present the player of the game, Victor Wembanyama.